Hey everyone, Senraikai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 39th episode of Smile Precure. Last episode was peak. We got little precures doing their best to beat up the baddies. I mean, doesn't really get much better than that. But yeah, we're here for episode 39, so let's see exactly what everyone does. So let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. The library, what a great way to start if you're a nerd. Is that a graphics card? No, that's a diary, I think. Obviously, it's gonna do something to us. Oh, Cinderella? I mean, it's probably... yeah, I was gonna say, it's either gonna come out or you're gonna go in. One of the two. The sound that Candy made when she hit the ground. It sounds mean to say, but it was funny. Well, there she goes. Swear Miyuki can't go 5 minutes without getting into trouble. So we're gonna just, like, be part of Cinderella's story. Because that could be fun. You're all dirty. Cinderella. But here we are in fantasy storyland. Yeah, she should have a lot of fun. Aside from the wicked stepsisters thing, you know. See? Did I not tell you she would have fun? She'd get excited. This is Miyuki we're talking about, so. I wonder if everyone's gonna jump in or go into their own story, or if this is just gonna be a Miyuki episode. We'll see. Whew. You know, obviously the opening does kind of foreshadow that, because I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Miyuki as Cinderella in that bit. Yeah, now I got to be on One-chan last episode. Forgot to lock my door. It's okay. Should be good now. Bum bum. Okay. What are they gonna do this episode? Are they gonna play the roles as the like evil stepsister characters? Yes, so something like that. Oh, oh, I thought that was a student talking at first. I love when they have to do the. God damn it, Candy. I was gonna say I love when they have to do the cover for the talking animals. The original Cinderella. There goes out. Yeah, that does sound exciting. Have you ever seen someone look so happy to sweep while in rags? That's what makes it funny. Cinderella multiverse. Oh no. Our bad guy trio. Well, we're gonna stop you. That would be bad. Oof. Smack that Oni. Candy will protect. Oh, we just all got sucked in. Candy, everyone else. But it's all good. Yeah, literally the shot from the opening. Gambaruzo. Oh god, that is disturbing. I can't tell which sister's the ugliest. I mean, definitely the Oni, but... Because he's... outfit is too small for him. You know, on top of being the wrong gender for it. Well, that's, disgusting. I just washed those, you jerk. You really should be much more ladylike, Onation. All over the floor. See, now being Cinderella suffering now that the wicked stepsisters have shown up. I was thinking that, yeah. They didn't even do anything yet. Yeah, what are they supposed to do? Which one of them is going to be the prince? I would assume Akane would fill that role decently well, but... It's been a long time since I've seen the Disney Cinderella movie, but I remember a little bit of it here and there. I want Reika to be the fairy godmother. Yayoi? Is that Yayoi? So much for our merry fairy godmother. This is why Reika needed to be the fairy godmother. She wouldn't have gotten captured. This is so silly. Literal small cage, not even a bucket. Okay, they are the mice. Actually look pretty good as mice. I want to pet the little head. So who does it leave us with? Reika? Well, what did Cinderella have a lizard in it? I don't think so. But anyway, where's Reika? And there we go. Ride in style now. Get her into a better dress. Now it's an outfit fit for a ball. Yeah, Yoi just looks she's going to a Halloween party. Does that mean Reika will be the prince? Because I would be okay with that. Yeah, it's not very Cinderella-like. And that went up about 10 politeness levels. 10 Ojo Sama levels. It was a role you were born to play. You know what? You kind of walked into that one. We can see up your dress. Okay, the mask is off. Don't blow our horse carriage. Okay, now we're just gonna have to huff it to the ball, I see. No! Gotta give some super glue. You know, you're kind of mean. Maybe we could call a taxi. Yeah, really trying to make us have that bad end. Still waiting for Reika to show up. Like, I don't really expect her to be the prince, but like, she's gotta be somewhere. Okay, there she is. And she was. She did deliver. That's my girl, Reika. I mean, nobody's there, but she's a great prince. Didn't really think of Reika as being the prince character, but I mean, yeah, she could pull it off pretty well. No, thank you. I don't like any of you. I mean, two of you are trannies and one's an old woman, so no, thank you. All of you are ugly. One's a furry. Like, just no, thank you. That would be a horrible dress to run in, especially just barefoot. And, that would suck so much. Something oddly comforting about Yayoi's voice. Kuru, I'm holding up for dear life. They're gonna crash into you. Might want to move. But I guess they're just too fast. Here we go, my lady. Care for a dance. And here we go, the ship is real. As Yayoi gives them a moment. Not the ship I ever expected or asked for, but I'll take it. If anyone does ship those two characters, this would be like a field day for them. Well, very lonely. Like, there's like nobody here, but I guess more space for us. Gaze into my eyes, my princess. This actually really is nice to watch. Well said. I think we greatly improved Cinderella. I think we did. I think it's a much better story now. Do we need a kiss now? I don't remember. Does Cinderella have a kiss or not? I don't remember, but it should. It should either way. Too long. Oh no. Thought you guys were gone. the translation added the loser's line, but I'm not going to complain about it. Chin chin pui pui. Face my rap. Oop. Man, she wasn't kidding. Those are a lot of stairs. No, thank you. Now Yayoi gets reference. That was a great follow-up line. Just ship Reiko with everyone, it'll be really fun. Dumbass. It's a giant shoe, it looks like a tail. But he looked like a tail. Time for Cinderella to kick some butt. Damn it. Well, don't you at least have a sword or something, Prince? So we're just gonna... Cinderella just gotta 1v1 this thing? If it's a red nose, it should be fine. We can take it. We've got a lot of power-ups in this show, right? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. At least she gets her own personal, transformation. It's nice to see once in a while, because they usually have to share the spotlight with the other four. But does that mean no rock paper scissors this episode though? Because that's the biggest disappointment. She even does a thing by herself. It looks so lonely. Yeah, it feels so weird. She probably just feel. Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page. It just looks wrong. That is I need an adult kind of look at it if I've seen it. What are you doing? You just want to play? But what's it trying to do, though? You trying to make sure she doesn't go back inside? I guess it's one of those things where you don't have to, beat them. You just have to not get beaten. I guess it's that kind of situation. So that's unfortunate. See, that's why we need the team. Just Miyuki sounds. Oof. Imagine getting punched by your glass slipper. Ooh, we're getting way too close. Sweets, that'll help. Man, where do I get one of those? I wanted to rain candy where I live. Amen, no, amen. God. Again, that's not going to translate into English at all, but the joke there is that amen can mean candy or rain. That's the pun. So, amen, no amen, rain of candy. It's funny, just not in English. It took me a second. But yeah, completely lost in English. There's no saving that. Oh, we're going big. Take my solo shower. I mean, how would you clean your shoes with a shower? And we got a ring, I guess. I had too much water pressure with my shower. Too much magic pressure. But imagine having 2 mice in your hair. Disgusting. Nailed the landing. Technically, barely. Almost made a Yamcha crater there. I think Miyuki would make an amazing bride. You've chosen well. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I did think those were the bad guys. You're ruining the story. Big fat foot. The real one. Yeah, we can recover. Okay, don't drop the glass slipper. It'll literally break. Go! No! I was gonna catch her with her... Okay. I guess it works too. But whatever works. Because she is the true bride for Reika. Congratulations, you two. Sure you'll be happy together. The end of the Precure show. They get married. It's all good. Happily ever after. They raise a family together. Yayoi just so bundled up, for lack of a better word. She was always the best choice for Cinderella. And Reika made a great prince. Oh, it definitely had some changes, but we got to the right end, you know? It's okay to make some detours. You know, it's now a Yuri story, so infinitely improved, I would say. My cat was not going to be let in for the last couple minutes, but I was waiting for the ED to roll. Yes, you want to jump on my lap? Of course you do. Here's the guy. Okay, don't bump the microphone. Okay, that was the 39th episode of Smile Precure. Could you please lay down? But yeah, this episode was our big Cinderella story. So the cool thing about that was just, I mean, multiple things, but first thing that really jumped out at me is the fact that that one shot of the opening finally is relevant. It finally ended up in the show. It's like, because it looked like a fairly important shot, and I'm glad it didn't turn out just to be one of those just for appearances in the opening thing, but an actual thing that happens in the show. So that's cool. And they talked about it a little bit, but yeah, Miyuki definitely the best choice for Cinderella, without question. But she's not the only one that jumped in the story. Obviously, our three bad guys showed up to be the wicked stepsisters, step people. So they got to do that. So we had to deal with them. Unfortunately, Miyuki was actually having a lot of fun, you know, before they showed up, but they obviously intentionally sabotaged things. So them showing up would be a bit of a damper. But luckily, we also had the Precure show up, right? A couple of them became mice. One of them became the fairy godmother, and one of them became the prince, right? Reika. So great to see that. But yeah, the putting poor Miyuki in a cage, not cool. Luckily, we got her out, got her a nice dress, and the pumpkin carriage. Of course, that again got kind of ruined, but nothing we can't deal with. I think she took the slippers off and just booked it barefoot in a fancy dress. It's just a hard life for Miyuki, but we got there eventually. You know, Reika kind of had to deal with the bad guys on her own for a bit until we could show up. But you know, Reika in her prince outfit looks great. You know, like whenever I see like a a character like Reika wear the prince outfit, I always think of like stage performance type stuff. You know, like what's the one anime? Rev guy, kids, I'm blanking on the name of it. Revier Starlight, something like that. But because that show was very stage performance focused, and you know, and I thought about that show as I was watching watching Reika specifically. But yeah, we got to see eventually Miyuki showed up. She got that dance with Reika. We got the two of them making those googly romantic eyes at each other. You know, got at least one shot of them actually being pretty close. You know, like Reika's hand on Miyuki's side, Miyuki's hand on Reika's shoulder. You know, it actually looked quite beautiful. Like much more so than I was expecting. You know, because obviously it's mostly just a silly gag kind of thing. You know, but you know, I was actually getting kind of into it for a minute there, but. And it'd be cut short eventually, which, you know, as sad as that is, and you know, so we could 1v1 a giant shoe, like you know, life be like that sometimes. But Miyuki doing the solo transformation was quite funny as well, because I mean, I think we saw her transform by herself. Obviously, in episode 1, there were no other Precures, but obviously it's changed a lot since then. We have the zooming in the sky thing, you know, where we have the Pegasus, Phoenix, whatever stuff, you know. But since we added more and more of that stuff, that's clearly meant to accommodate the full cast. When it's just her, it feels weird, awkward, like something's missing. And you know, even the doing the pose at the end, right? Like obviously it's supposed to be 4 people near her, but when it's just you doing the pose by yourself, you gotta feel especially silly, right? It's like if you go to a costume party and you're the only one that's in costume, everybody else is wearing clothes, you know, because you regular clothes because you just made a mistake or somebody pranked you. You feel pretty embarrassed, even though you wouldn't be embarrassed wearing the exact same outfit at a real costume party when you're the only one wearing the costume at a non-costume party. It's embarrassing. So somewhat similar logic here. You know, if you're like with a group doing the fun, silly poses, you know, it's whatever. But when it's just you, everyone else is just acting normal and looking at you. It'd be kind of embarrassing, I would imagine. But so that was great. But she pumped so much power into that thing, she ended up going all the way home, I think, crash landing. But eventually we got the shoe on her foot. She was able to, you know, successfully get proposed to by Reika and live happily ever after, and we got that happy end. And just to remind everyone, I always do love Yayoi's signature, like, this pose. I don't know what you would call it, really, but it's just, I call it the ready to be hugged pose. That's what I call it. Like, because when she does that, mostly what it does is just instill a strong desire in me to just hug her tightly. Whenever she does that, that's the effect it has on me. So that's why I think of it as the please hug me pose. But you know, she did that at the end of the episode. I appreciated it. We didn't get the rock paper scissors. She you know, the thing she cheated at last episode, but I guess that makes up for it. So that's cool. Nice little Miyuki focused episode. Miyuki being kind of our main character in the show. So and Reika looked great in her prince outfit. Miyuki looked great in her princess outfit. So the bad guys look terrible in their outfits. So that's pretty much the episode. All I really had to say on it. It was a good one for sure. So yeah, thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.